Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. So it's away we go then. Anderson. And it's Eriksson. Very nicely done. Can he deliver? Spread out to the left. Great hit! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Anderson. Vestergaard. Aim forwards. Mela. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Played into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Corner. Thumps it clear. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. Played it again. Can he put it away? That's really well cleared. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Anderson. Vestergaard. Mela. Vestergaard shifted upfield. Moved on forwards. Vestergaard cuts it out. Anderson. Mela. Mela. Denmark have a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status. Hoyland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Mela. showing good feet. A chance to play it in. That is lovely. Ericsson.
Well, it's not the quickest of starts, but what it lacks in intensity certainly is made up by a large serving of discipline and organisation.
Vestergaard is there and he can get that clear. Gets it away. And that's been won straight back. And it's played forward. A corner it is then. Knocks it out wide. That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Denmark can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Anderson forwards and with intent. And it's Ericsson. Chance here to counter. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He vints! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, there's a probing ball. Denmark are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be... Hoyland!
Moved on forwards. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, good spread. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. Denmark present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Look at bemusement and dismay from the culprit, but the referee clearly thinks there was enough there for a penalty.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
1-0, never any doubt. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Denmark have experienced a minor shock to the system. It's one they didn't need. Mela. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Clearly not happy with that. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes, crosses it in, and that has been cleared. Played out wide. Hit into the middle. Danger averted for now. Aim forwards. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Christensen. Vestergaard. Mela. Vestergaard. Mela. Anderson. Eriksson. Keeps on running. Oh, sweet feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Out towards the flank. Aimed in towards the centre. And it's played forward. Oh, can he get onto this? And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Christensen. Vestergaard, aim forwards. Denmark are behind here despite their domination of possession. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's found some space here. Can he latch on to this? Climbs up big! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Anderson. And it's Eriksson. Mela. Nice physical challenge. Do have a chance to counter here. Is onto it in a flash. Mela. Eriksson. Chance to finish. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Oh, good ball, shots on here. Anderson, that's really well manoeuvred. Christensen, moved on forwards. Mela. And it's Eriksson. Half an hour played now. Looking for a decent ball in. Here it is, crossed in. It's an inviting looking ball, that. What a throw in. Anderson. Forwards and with intent. Eriksson. Oh, shooting chance! Aim forwards. Anderson gets across to intercept that. That's really well manoeuvred. That's good play. Eriksson. And it's played forward. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Eriksson. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. Vestergaard. Played back to the goalkeeper. Anderson. Now it's Eriksson. Christensen. Denmark are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And here's Eriksson. Eriksson stood his ground strongly. That's been drilled forward. Strong running down that left flank. Goalkeeper's ball. Anderson. Oh, can he get onto this? Now, what about a counter-attack? That has been knocked clear. Mela. Moved on forwards. That's a fabulous ball. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Aim forwards. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That's played into space. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And reclaimed it in a trice. It's a good run down the left-hand side. It's a good-looking cross. And the finish! Vestergaard, forwards and with intent. Vint. And it's played forward. Too long and over the line. Eriksson. That's really well manoeuvred. Might be danger here. Lofted upfield, and the counter is on.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's Eriksson. Vint. And through to the goalkeeper. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Well, the counter could be on here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And we're off again.
Denmark really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And through to the goalkeeper. Eriksson. Brilliantly cut out. Aim forwards. Christensen, gently done. Mæhle. Eriksson. He's in plenty of space here. Time to deliver. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Driven forward. Anderson. And here's Eriksson. Proves too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Succumbs to the pressure. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And the wall's done its job. It's a mighty effort! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Denmark concede again. They have been rocked to the core. Anderson. Eriksson. Oh, smashing header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Højlund really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed.
Anderson, and the keeper's got it again. Christensen. Moved on forwards. And it's Eriksson. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mæhle. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Anderson. There are a few waiting for it. Eriksson. Plenty waiting in the middle. Eriksson's delivery. That's going to go a long way. In comes the delivery.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Højlund under intense pressure.
Well, he continually breaks the lines and gets himself into terrific positions.
That's tidy. Mela. Lovely bit of skill. So who's he picking out?
Well, the way this game is offering less possession...
And Eriksson! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
No foul, says the referee. And here's the chance to counter.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Oh, that's neat. Floated up and over. And it's hoisted clear. Eriksson with the short one. Now it's Eriksson. Clears it away. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Christensen. And it's played forward. And it's Eriksson. And here's Højlund. Over to the left. Looking to break at pace. Such a clever touch. Out to the left it goes. Lovely feet. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's really well manoeuvred. Played into space out wide. And that was asking just too much of him. Vestergaard. Mela. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. the most accurate pass. Aim forwards. Oh, it's played into the area. Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, easy pickings there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Ericsson. Cross goes in. Oh, what a climb! Just couldn't turn it in.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Plenty waiting in the middle. It is a corner, good chance. So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Oh, that's nice. A chance to play it in. And that's been well dealt with. That's a throw. And that's a throw. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Anderson, gently done. Played out to the right. And it's lofted through here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Denmark really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Calmly anticipates. And it's gone back to the keeper. Moved on forwards. Crunching tackle. Now who's going to be first to this? Vestergaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Denmark making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Is onto it in a flash, and he cuts out the supply. And it's played forward. So what can they make of this? That's a nicely weighted pass. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. And he's there to clear it. Eriksson. Anderson makes the interception. And it's Eriksson. Can he get onto this? And he's picked it up out wide. And he has been fouled there. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. Tries to get it clear. Eriksson. Great defending, strong and determined. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. That's really well manoeuvred. Well read, nice interception.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Nice control. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Defending of the desperate variety. Back in once more. Hits one! Oh, it was a decent attempt in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
The final 5 minutes. Looks to clip it forward. Does really well to win the ball there. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Christensen. And here's Højlund. And here's Højlund. Now the finish! It's there! With so little time left! Grandstand finish!
Denmark clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Denmark give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Muscular approach does pay off here.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Højlund looking to get on the end of this. Nice physical challenge. Denmark have to get it into the box and quickly. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Eriksen. And that's aimed into the middle.
Denmark need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
And he's heaved it away. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Proves too strong. Aim forwards. Succumbs to the pressure. Christensen.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Nice control. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Whistle's gone and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. And that has been cleared. Moved on forwards. Vestergaard cuts out the pass. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Your reflections then, Jim?